action.
Okay. What's up, Bulldogs? It's your boy Andrew.
What's up, Bulldogs? Welcome back to PNN. I'm your host, Jonathan Kim. Coming up in today's episode, you'll be following a talented guitarist, a unique story of one of the spring coaches, Tiffany catching up with our admin, and a student creating delectable treats for her community. But before we get started, let's take a look at our morning announcements in today's Roundup.
Thanks, Jonathan. I'm Asher Wetstein with your morning Roundup. First, here's a quick update on our incredible robotics team. I had the opportunity to catch up with them at their competition about 2 weeks ago.
What's up, Bulldogs? It's Asher Wetstein, and we're currently down here in the OC Fairgrounds to check out Portola's first robotics competition of the day. Let's go check it out. What are you guys doing right now?
We're right now playing our second to last qualification match. This basically decides if we're going on to finals or not. So it's a pretty big moment right now.
Okay.
And that's actually what's going on behind us right now.
Okay, what are you most proud of being in robotics right now?
Robotics, I think the most thing that I'm proud of would probably be, I think just contributing to the bot and seeing it really perform today. I think that's the thing I'm most proud of, because it's like, oh, I've worked on that before. I helped make it and it's doing great. So I think that's the best thing so far.
I would say the pride that they're showing in the hard work that they've done and the excitement that they have about how far we've gotten.
And what are you most excited for the future of this competition?
I would say getting the chance for students experiencing this now to become mentors of new students next year and to try to continue the program is something I'm looking forward to.
Congratulations to the team for their outstanding performance and for placing 12th out of 42 teams. Speaking of competition, the PBIS student team has put together a short PSA on tardiness and how you can earn prizes by being on time.
Did you know that about 150 students are late to their first and second every day? Well, on behalf of a school-wide effort to get those tardies down, we're going to be introducing a new prize system as well as looking at what some Bulldogs think about being tardy.
What's up, Bulldogs? I'm Gloria, and I'm here with representatives of each grade to ask them about their personal views on tardies and how we can reduce tardies here at Portola High.
I've had about 30 tardies.
So far I've had around 15. So far I've had 7 tardies.
So far this year I've only had 1 tardy.
Because sometimes it takes longer to get to class than I expected.
Because I have to drop my brother off to school before I come to school.
That's because I slept past my alarm.
So for all those Bulldogs that are not late to their first and seconds every morning, you will be entered into a draw to win one of 10 gift cards offered every week to Starbucks and Chick-fil-A. Not only that, for the class that has the least amount of tardies to be entered into one of 4 pizza parties or one of 4 donut parties at the end of the month.
Thank you for that reminder. In other news, don't forget that this Friday is a 1 to 8 minimum day as well as the day of the election convention. Also, the spring dance concert is happening this week on Thursday, March 31st and Friday, April 1st. Tickets are $5 for students and $10 for general admission. Make sure to come out and support. It'll be a great way to kick off our spring break, which is next week from April 4th to April 8th. Lastly, seniors, Ground Night tickets are still on sale for $175 until April 21st. You can visit the link to purchase your tickets online. All right, that's all for today's Roundup. Back to you, Jonathan.
Thanks for those updates, Asher. Our music department has some amazing artists who express themselves through sound. One guitarist in particular has found her voice through music.
When I heard my grandfather play guitar for the first time, I was captivated by the beauty of the instrument. I am not normally open about how I'm feeling, but music has helped me with this. I've come to realize that music is my emotional outlet. My guitar is a medium in which I am able to express my authentic emotions. Although I am certainly passionate about my guitar, I find it difficult to perform in front of the audience and fail to find a reason to keep going. But I remember that people are depending on me, my bandmates, and my guitar teacher. And that is when I tell myself that I have to rise up, play, and enjoy the moment on the stage. The moment when I start playing, I feel like myself again. I feel free. I am Tin Tran, and I am a musician.
Thank you, Tin Tran, for sharing your passion with us. As the spring season continues on, our Bulldogs have been making us proud in athletics. Here's Andrew with sports.
You ready? You grab that right there. Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. What you got? No, not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top.
What's up, Bulldogs? It's Andrew back for PNN Sports. Before we get into today's segment, let's cover some recent game scores. Softball won their game against Orange 16-13. Boys lacrosse destroyed Laguna Hills 23-0, and girls lacrosse crushed Laguna Hills 15-2 and Northwood 13-11. Boys tennis also won their match against Northwood 12-6 and Laguna Hills 15-3. Next, boys volleyball has been dominating this season as they won their game against University 3-1. And boys golf won their game against Laguna Hills 202-257. Next, let's hear from a coach that took his experience in the sport and used it to better his team.
My favorite baseball player growing up was Garrett Anderson, and ever since I was at the game where he hit his first home run, I was just drawn to him, and he remained my favorite baseball player growing up. My name is Brian Resnick. I've been playing baseball since I was 5 up until I was 24, and since I stopped playing at that age, I've been coaching ever since.
Coach Resnick's transition from playing to coaching forced him to view his passion for baseball from another angle.
I feel like it's a natural transition for a lot of baseball players, especially like me. I was just hyper-focused on playing baseball for my career, and then all of a sudden, coach calls you into their office and says, hey, we're gonna have to cut you. And it's almost like, what do I do now?
As Coach Resnick returned to California to coach, he hoped to use his profound experience to mentor his players.
So when I see these kids, I see the kid that I was and the kids that I played with, you know, growing up in this area that's rich in baseball, and a lot of them want to pursue something, whether it's baseball or something else, but I see that passion in these kids, and with my experience playing and coaching at different levels, I feel like I'm able to relate to them a little bit in terms of that.
To spread his message, Coach Resnick has utilized social media.
Social media has opened so many doors to be in one place but reach everyone. And I think the ability to shed some light on baseball, it's such a tough game, and sometimes we take it so seriously. People forget that, hey, you're gonna fail a lot. It's a tough game, but it's a game that we're playing and we're having fun with. And so being able to send that message out and have it reach anyone, I think is just valuable.
Coach Resnick hopes to inspire all athletes at Portola to reach for the stars and pursue their passions in spite of difficulties.
I just want to keep emphasizing, and I emphasize it to my players as well, is if you are passionate about something, just work at it. If you keep working at it, eventually something will happen. I wanted to be a major leaguer, and I was hyper-focused on that. I didn't make it. If I was a junior in high school and I said, I'm not going to make it to the big leagues, and I just stopped that pursuit, I would probably be doing something much different than I'm doing right now, but I'm living my dream right now. I'm on the baseball field every day, so I would just say keep following what you want, and either you'll make it or you'll find your path.
Thank you, Coach Resnick, for having such a positive impact on your team and people around Portola. Now, let's acknowledge some of our outstanding athletes who have committed to play at the next level. First off, congratulations to Amar Malik for committing to do track and field at Pomona College, and AJ Moore for committing to play tennis at the Air Force Academy. Well, Bulldogs, that's all I have for you today, so let's send it back to Jonathan.
Thanks, Andrew. Our admin can sometimes be a little scary to approach, but Tiffany catches up with them to reveal an interesting look in the next segment of Life.
Hey Bulldogs, welcome back to another episode of Life with Tiffany. This week it's going to look a little bit different. Instead, we're going to be doing Tea Time with Admin plus Tiffany. Let's go check it out.
One question that I have is that how has it been not having to wear masks now?
Well, we're all hoping that Mr. Hernandez puts his mask back on.
Okay.
We love all of our students the same.
I'd probably pick to teach AP US History. Although I am very much into it, I would just want to save all of Mr. Ralston's students from his jokes that he tries to say every day. So I feel more for them, so that's why I would want to teach that.
What are your favorite hobbies?
Sports, reading.
Wait, did you say breeding?
Reading.
Reading.
Baking and cooking.
He does wash his Tesla every other day. So that's always nice, yeah.
Maybe every 3 days.
To be fair, a lot of things put Miss Oxnard to sleep, so it's not just basketball.
Most of my meetings put her to sleep.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about the students with the loud cars at our school? Do you have an opinion about the ones that vroom, vroom their car every morning?
I don't hear them because I park here.
I mean, as somebody who's in the parking lot every lunch, yes, I have very strong opinions, and I normally let them know what my strong opinions are, because it's completely unnecessary and unsafe at times when they try to rev and outdo each other. Besides the fact most of the cars sound horrible, so they're actually not that good at cars to be doing that with. So there's a couple that are legit, but most of them, they shouldn't be doing it.
I agree.
I love a loud, deep rumble, but when you're not accelerating, because the car itself just sounds like it's powerful. I like that.
Did anyone here go to Universal with us to the senior trip?
I did.
Mr. Pearson did.
Did you enjoy it?
I had a great time. It was fun. Yeah.
You don't really seem like...
He did.
That's
he was super excited. He enjoyed it.
Bye.
Thanks, Tiffany, for dishing out on the tea. On the topic of food, one student at Portola is an expert in producing some delicious pastries for her community.
Everyone loves a good pastry, but one Portola sophomore has a special talent for making them.
My name is Michelle Mahmood and I own a baking business.
From bite-sized macarons to birthday cakes, Michelle single-handedly runs Summer Break Bakery, which delivers all around Irvine.
So as a kid, I wanted to take up baking. I didn't really expect myself to really like baking. I started off with box cake, but in like 3rd grade, I started, getting a little bit better with baking. So I started baking from scratch, and from then on, it was just something I really enjoyed.
And with that initial passion, Michelle set out to start her own business, with a little help from her mother.
She would ask me for ideas of what to do and, how to, grow her business. She came up with her name. She came up with the logo. We got her these business cards, and she just really ran with it.
Not long after, Michelle sold baked goods for the first time ever at a mosque for Ramadan.
I brought my purple tablecloth. I had all these little lanterns lined up, and I had all of my stuff wrapped nicely and frosted nicely, and I was like, this is so much fun. I love doing this. I love being a business owner, and I just love seeing all these random people I had never met.
Of course, being a businesswoman comes with a lot of perks, but there was something she got out of it that was worth even more.
So in middle school, I was also a very different person. In middle school, I struggled a lot with my two identities being Pakistani and Muslim. I would straighten my hair probably every week, and I would wear colored contacts. So I felt kind of disconnected from being Pakistani because I was ignoring a lot of my ethnic features.
But Michelle was able to reconnect with her identity through delivering her food to other Pakistanis in her community.
With the mosque, I was able to connect to so many other people there that were Muslim and everything like that, and I felt like such a big part of that community. It's really nice to see like two families come together like that.
Our cookies bring a lot of joy. I think it's give me an excuse to sit down for a moment, watch TV, have my tea, and Michelle cookies.
Oh, he didn't see us.
Whenever I miss her, I said, Michelle, I have your empty boxes. Come, pick it up, and bring the new box.
I think that food is really just community. What I feel like when I give to other people is that I'm giving them an opportunity to, feel a little less distant from everyone. Everyone's in their own little world, but with giving someone something like that, they feel like I'm loved. I'm like your best friend. Like, it doesn't matter like what it is. Like, you create like these bonds through food.
Thank you, Michelle, for sharing your journey with us. Let's hope that we can all have some great food over spring break. On that note, that marks the end of today's episode. Have a great break, Bulldogs, and we'll see you next time on PNN.
Pretty big moment right now. Okay. And that's actually what's going on behind us right now.
Like right now?
Yeah, right now.
Like right now?
Yeah, right now.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Right now?
Right now.
As we're speaking?
As we're speaking right now, we're trying to win.
Okay. Good job. I hope you do that.
Speaking of competition, the PBIS student competition. Thanks, Jonathan.